Just woke her up from her nap, so she's not happy with me, are you? Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, today is going to be a makeup tutorial and the look that I'm wearing right now. I really love the way that this makeup come out. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I do this look quite a lot anyway, but I've done it slightly different today to how I've done it before in the past. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. If you would like to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Right, so as you can already see, I have already got my base makeup on, so like full foundation, contour, bronzer, all of that good stuff. I'm just going to literally be focusing on the eyes throughout this tutorial. So the palette that I'm going to be using throughout this tutorial is the Marc Jacobs. This is a Scanderlust palette. I've talked about this in a few of my other videos as well. I'm literally just going to be using one palette in this video, so it's really nice and easy. If any of you did want to recreate it, all you have to do is just buy the one palette. Right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is actually take my bronzer. This one is just the Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush. This one is the Morphe M33i. I've used this before. It looks like that. So it is a big fluffy brush. And I'm literally just going to take a little bit of the bronzer on that brush and take that into the crease area of my eye. So this just works really nice as a bit of a transition shade, because in the Marc Jacobs palette there isn't really a light enough shade for a transition shade. There is the brown, which I am going to be using, but it's a little bit too dark for the transition shade, so I'm just going to be using my bronzer. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same on the other eye, of course. Right, so now moving straight on to the Marc Jacobs palette. I'm going to be taking the colour that is right in the middle. So just this one here, which is a slightly darker shade than the bronzer that we've just used. And I'm just going to take that in the crease, but closer to the actual line of my crease, if that makes sense. So not taking this one as high as the bronzer. Don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick it up, but I have this owl like in the garden somewhere, and it's the loudest owl ever. So if you can hear like an owl cuckooing or whatever the noise is that they make, then I'm really sorry, but it literally won't shut up. So as you can see, these Marc Jacobs eyeshadows literally blend like so easily. So once that is all blended, I'm just going to move on obviously to the other eye. I forgot to say as well, this brush is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush, which is the brush that I'm using to put in the brown shade. I'm just going to go back in and deepen out the crease as well, so I'm just going to build. I don't want to put too much on all at once and not be able to blend it, so I'm just going to go back in and sort of build it out. I'm also creating a bit of like a sort of V at the end, just so it looks more like feline. My lips are super dry. Once that is all on, I'm just going to go back in with the Morphe brush that we used first, and then just make sure everything is looking really seamless. Right, so now is the point where we're going to start adding on the red. So the red that I'm going to be using is obviously still in the Marc Jacobs palette. It's just this last one here. And it's a really nice true sort of red. And I'm just going to be taking that on a Morphe B33 brush. So it's kind of like how would you describe this? Kind of like a domed but flat fluffy brush. And I'm just going to really tap off the excess, and then I'm actually going to take that first in the inner corner, so I'm trying to get close so you can see. And the trick with this is just to keep building really slowly. So as you can see, I'm only pulling that about kind of halfway in, and I'm not taking it above my crease too much either. And then I'm just going to build this up until it is at the intensity that I want it to be. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do exactly the same but on the outer corner. So I'm just going to start building the colour up on the outer corner there. And then once I'm happy with it, I'm just going to take the Real Techniques. This is a clean base shadow brush. And I'm just going to go in and very softly sort of blend out those edges. Now I'm just going to go back in with that brush that we applied the red with. And I'm just going to go in with even more colour. Just because when I blended, I did blend away some of the colour that I wanted to keep. Right, so once I'm happy, I'm obviously just going to do exactly the same on the other eye. Right, so once I'm happy that both of the eyes look exactly the same, which I think they do, I'm going to go in with the shade that's just next door to the brown shade that we've been using before. This is like a glittery sort of copper shade. It is stunning and it comes out, like the colour payoff is amazing for this. So that is what it looks like. And I'm basically just going to pack this in the centre of the eye. So I'm just going to go in with my finger for this actually. And I'm just literally going to pack that in the centre of the eye. Then once I'm happy with the placement, I'm just going to go back in with the brush that we used to apply the red, and I'm just going to sort of like very, very lightly blend out the edges of that. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. Right, so now I'm just going to take that same brush that we used for the red, and I'm just going to run some red along the bottom lash line. First though, actually, I'm just going to take another base shadow brush. Oh my god, I have 3 of these. This is a clean one as well. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the bronzer, the Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to run that along the lower lash line first, just as a little bit of a transition. I feel like everything just looks so much better when you get that bottom lash line on. It just brings, like it just ties everything all together. Right, so now I'm just going to take this shade, which is right at the end of the palette here. This is kind of a light, shimmery, sort of white champagne colour, and I'm just going to take that on my brow bone. This is just going to help to highlight, but it's not got too much shimmer in there. Right, and now I'm just going to take the more shimmery champagne shade, which is next door to the brown. This one is Cause Fuss. And I'm just going to take that on my little finger, and then I'm literally just going to take that in the inner corner of the eye. This one is like super shimmery. And then just going to take that brush that we used to apply the red again and just help to sort of blend that in there. Right, so that is the eyeshadow finished. I'm just going to put on some mascara and lashes off camera and then I'll be back. So this is the final look. I've obviously applied some eyelashes. These ones are the, let me just check, the double wispies from Ardell. They were a little bit hard to apply actually, the lashes. I'm not sure if I love them. It's the first time that I've ever applied them. But yeah, this is the finished look. On my lips, I have a combination of 3 different things. I have the Essence lip liner in the shade 11 in the nude. I also have the, I think this is limited edition, so I'm not sure you can get this anymore, but this is the Gigi Hadid with Maybelline in the colour GG10, and this is just a really nice sort of nude colour. And then just to top that off, I've also got the Buxom lip gloss. This is my favourite lip gloss of all time. I need to get a new one, it's like really running out. But this one is in the shade Bunny, and I've just popped this over the top. Right, so that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really love the way the makeup turned out actually. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like and also subscribe to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!